What's going on, everybody? Payneblade back here again from Server 1 representing NIC. Guys, we're going to do a quick recap of the brand new banner in yesterday's live events. First off, I want to say thank you so much to those who joined. We had, I think, like 1,300 views in the first hour, which is actually pretty incredible considering it was a late night. And shout out to my boy MRN especially, who came out at 5 a.m. to do this for us. So going forward, guys, since this was such a big hit and people seem to really enjoy their time, we're going to be doing this together. MRN did promise to get a better mic, so don't worry, that will be solved. But again, thank you to him and thank you to you guys for showing up. And as you guys are aware by now, we have Kisame and we have the brand new Killer B version 2. And what I want to do, guys, real quick is go over everything now without all the extra hype and all that, and just now that we've kind of digested all the information, explain to you what the two units are, how they look, and if they're worth pulling or not, in my opinion, from first impressions without testing. Keep that in mind. I always test first before I give you final verdicts, but I want to make sure that you guys at least have an idea of what you're getting into before you do any type of summons, all right? So first and foremost, guys, it's B and it's Kisame. Kisame is Shark mode, B is version 2 of his 8Tails, and at the same time, both are URs. There is no SR here, so chances are we're probably going to end up getting 1,000 Shinobi exchange coins, and one of them will be free. We don't know which one yet, okay? So let's go over the two units though and talk about what they actually do. So Kisame, his jutsu is called the Water Prison Shark Dance Jutsu, which deals damage to one enemy, increases his own chakra. It lowers the enemy's damage reduction rate for 2 turns, the percentages will be below, and boosts all damage increase rate and critical rate for 3 turns. So that is very similar to what Itachi does on that second part, except Itachi increases attack, while Kisame increases damage increase rate. So together, those two are going to be pretty lethal because they'll stack their attack and the damage increase rate, and then they'll stack the crit rate together, making it a way higher percentage, okay? His unique skill, which is a skill 2, deals damage to one enemy and decreases their chakra while increasing his own. I'll show you the numbers below. I believe it's 800 decrease and increases 1,000. And then the tail beast without a tail is boost all allies damage increase rate and damage reduction rate at the start of any turn after an enemy has been defeated and lasts for the rest of the battle, okay? So what that means to me, guys, and we have to do further testing, is the moment an enemy is defeated, this kicks into effect for the rest of the battle and it will stack, and the percentages are below, and I'll show you those as well too. And lastly, his limit break 2, which is the one I really want to test, increases all chakra at the start of any turn after an enemy is defeated. Now I'm curious to see if that means once you kill an enemy, you will get chakra every turn, every single time an enemy is dead. So I'm curious to see if that's the case. If it is, it's going to stack really well with Sai. So Kisame, guys, looks really, really good from a kit perspective. His percentages are really high too. The only issue I had with Kisame, there's actually 2 of them. Number 1, he's not a 5k vitality guy, so which means it's going to take longer for him to jutsu. And secondly, he's not an A unit, he's a T unit. I was really hoping for an A unit Kisame this time. The reason why I wanted to do that, guys, a lot of people are asking, is when you go to the 3rd training gem section, A units have the most OP training gems. They have crit rate up and they have crit damage increase up. So both of them are really high. The crit damage alone is 33% at level 10, and I believe the crit rate is 10%. So you're getting the best out of all 3 of those training gem sections if you're an A unit. So that's why I was really hoping for an OP A unit, because they're more plausible in different areas. But that's not to say this is a bad unit. By all means, he's a great unit. His kit looks fantastic. The percentages look really, really good. We just need to see how he does and what the limit break effect is, as well as the Shinobi trade and how they work, okay? So those are 2 things we'll be testing. So Kisame looks really, really good, guys. Should you pull on him from first impressions? Because it's the anniversary coming up, keep in mind you might want to still save just for the anniversary, but if you're a big fan and you need a chakra battery and you don't have Sai, he might fill that gap for you quite a bit. So that's my suggestion there. Alright, so Killer B, originally with his jutsus, guys, and everything, that I thought he wasn't going to be that good. Then I saw the percentages and he looks phenomenal for a tank. He is going to be a pure tank. So first off, Killer B is a D unit, okay? He has the same lariat before, except now he's going to be in his 8-tail form. So he deals damage to one enemy, lowers all enemies damage increase rate for 2 turns when his HP is 50% or above, and the percentage on that is very high, guys. We'll show you that again. Boosts allies guard rate and guard damage rate for the rest of the battle, and that'll stack. So that, in those percentages are super high, guys. So Killer B is by all means a pure tank in this case. So he's gonna be probably one of the best tanks in the game at this point, in my opinion. All right, so prepare yourself, you fool. Boost all active allies damage reduction rate for the rest of the battle. The percentage is 5%, but it does stack, so that's gonna be pretty high, and it only starts at 5%, right? And then of course the Shinobi trait is perfect tail beast control, which boosts all active allies damage reduction rate if the user is active at the start of the turn, and boosts all allies damage reduction rate at the start of any turn after an ally has been defeated. So that means the moment an ally dies, guys, the damage reduction rate will start kicking in, but it is not the start of every single turn. That will stack as well because it is for the rest of the battle. So that is extremely good. And then of course he boosts all allies critical suppression rate at the start of any turn after an ally has been defeated. So his LB2 and his trait, guys, again, phenomenal things to have. So there you have it, guys. Their kits look really good. Both are look really good characters. Yesterday I was a little bit hesitant, of course, without seeing their numbers, because the kits looked okay. But then after seeing the percentages, which I'll show you guys, they look absolutely OP. So my opinion, very good units. Definitely skippable. Don't get me wrong. There are units out there that do very similar things, but they are going to be still very good units if you don't have units that are like them. All right. And Kisame is one of the units that there really isn't around, kind of like him, especially with his percentages. So he's probably going to be the better of the two. But Killer B looks amazing as a tank, guys. So people are asking, is he as good as Danzo or is he the same as Danzo? No, Danzo is a New King debuff tank, while Killer B is a pure buffing tank. His kit's phenomenal. So there you go. There's the frame, guys, for season 17. There's the types and the chakras that the vitalities we're talking about. So Killer B has the chakra. When you hit him, he'll gain more chakra, and then Kisame has opponent dying or an ally dying, he gets more chakra as well. There are the percentages, guys. So 5% for damage reduction rate for Killer B, as we said, for his skill 2. His jutsu is 14% damage increase rate reduction on all enemies. That is massive at level 1, guys. Level 1, 14%. That's crazy. The caveat, of course, has to be that he's 50% HP or above. And then the boosting of all allies guard rate and guard damage reduction rate is 12 and 14%. Those are super high numbers, guys. And they stack, remember that, with other allies as well as himself. So his Shinobi trait is 22% damage reduction rate on active allies, which is stupid nutty numbers, and then boosts all allies damage reduction rate by 4%. 4%. And that stacks, guys, at any turn, and the critical suppression is 5%. That's, again, crazy numbers, guys. So remember, these things can change. The data mining is there, but they can change it on the fly, so keep that in mind. Okay, and Kisame, there you go. Reduces chakra by 800 and increases his own by 1000 with a skill 2. His special ninjutsu increases his own chakra by 3k. That 3k at level 1, that's crazy. Lowers all enemies damage reduction rate by 18%, and then boosts all allies damage increase rate by 14%, and all allies crit by 14%. Again, very high numbers, guys. So both of them have insane jutsu numbers. Shinobi trait boosts all allies damage increase rate by 2% at the start of any turn after an enemy has been defeated. So again, that'll stack every turn, guys. Super good kit. Great numbers. And there are the link bonuses. So Killer B, you require A and Daru, and they, by the way, have a 3-man tribe now, which we'll see in a second. I'm very excited about. You need Naruto, 6Tails, and Yamato for defense, and you need Kisame and Itachi, old school Itachi, for the HP. And then, of course, for Kisame, you need old school Itachi and Tobi for the attack. You need Killer B, the new version, and Might Guy for defense, and you need Suigetsu and Zabuza for the HP. Alright, and this is what I was talking about. There's a 3-man tribe, the new one. So you deal X amount of damage to one enemy. You deal extra damage to attack Shinobi, so that'll be great for Abyss especially, and then maybe even, who knows, FG, we'll see how much damage they can pull off. And then you boost all allies damage reduction rate by X amount, boost all allies guard rate, and boost all allies status effect suppression rate. All pretty crazy, guys. So this to me is built to be for an Abyss. I think that's what that's going to be for. Alright, and then the two-man tribe with Killer B and 6Tails is you deal an AoE damage to all active enemies, boost all allies attacks by X amount for the rest of the battle, boost all allies damage increase rate, and boost all allies crit rate. Guys, what the hell? That is insanely good. Too bad it's a 2-man, but you know what? 2-man can work really well in Abyss again, and honestly, I mean, it's unfortunate that's the only place it really does shine, but it looks really, really good. And here are the jutsus, or the images, guys, for them. And then here's the image for Kisame's jutsu. And by the way, Kisame does not have a tribe, believe it or not. No tribe for him. Alright, so Water Prison Shark Dance jutsu. And then here's the artwork, guys. So shout out to MRN for getting this. There's Kisame's 3-star and Kisame's 5-star. And I think he looks phenomenal in both, to be honest with you. And then here's Killer Bees, Lariat, that's the jutsu. Alright. And then here's the artwork for him. Again, it looks very similar to 6Tails, right? There you go. And there you have it, guys. That is everything. Again, thank you so much for joining us live. We'll be doing this every banner, hopefully. Thank you again to my amazing friend MRN, and the man has been working tirelessly to get you guys this information. So shout out to him for getting this way in advance. You all know what you're looking forward to now. In terms of should you be pulling or not, here's the thing: you can get one of these URs for free from the shop when they pop. We don't know which one it's going to be yet, so it's up to you what you want to do. I will tell you this: both characters are phenomenal. I will say that right now. But are they skippable? Absolutely, especially with the anniversary around the corner. But if you need a tank, or if you need a good chakra buffer / damage dealer, Kisame is going to fill that role, and Killer Bee will fill the role for tank for sure. Anyways, guys, if you have any further questions, you know where to hit me up. Hit me up in the comment section, and we'll talk soon. This is Payne. Have a wonderful day.